What's up? What's happening, Facebook? Man, it is time. It is Monday, my favorite day of the week. Man, we're going to get into this one. Taking up time, man. Taking up too much time, man. We're going to get into this one, man. When you come into the room, let me know where you're watching from. I think it's cool that we can be from all over the globe, but all land on the same live every night, every evening, and talk about some real life issues. So let me know where you're watching from when you come into the room. If you're new to the live, drop new in the comments. Be sure to give you a shout out, man. If you're not a friend of mine on this page, I'll be sure to add you so that we can become buddies. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we're going to get into it, man. Taking up too much time, taking up the time. So, you know how I like to do, man. I don't like to procrastinate nor wait. I like to get right into it. I treat my replays the same way I treat my lives. I just dive. What's up, Natalie? Appreciate you for checking in on this Monday, my favorite day of the week. What's happening, Isaac? Man, we're just going to jump right into it, man. When judging somebody, man, I noticed that when you're judging people, you usually run into your own guilt. So I was sitting here judging people who kind of live for Friday. Those people who go to work all week and they can't wait till Friday. The closer it gets to Friday, the more excited they become. And I started to notice that, man, I'm the same way about Monday, though. So how can I sit here and judge these people who are actually getting excited about Friday? And then I started to notice that there's a thing that we do that's real crazy. We tend to fill up our time. We tend to, whenever we're given an extra hour, an extra day or something, we tend to fill it up. We like to find something to put in that place. It's like, oh man, I got an extra hour. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? We never take any of that time to relax and just kick back and actually listen to ourselves, even just breathe, or listen to ourselves think for a moment. We're immediately trying to find a way to fill that space. You get a day off and you're immediately trying to figure out what you can do all day long to smother that space when you got a great opportunity for you to sit back and get to know yourself. Let me get some likes. Let me get some loves when you come into the room. Let me know where you're watching from. We're just getting into it, though, man. We love to fill up that time that we have, that extra time that we have. Anytime you get it, there's people who say, yeah, I got an extra hour. I'm going to try to figure out what I'm going to do with that time. Man, get to know yourself. Listen to yourself breathe. Man, that's one thing that we had. The first thing that we had when we came into this world is breath. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, they miss out on the opportunity to get back in touch with that, to listen to yourself breathe, man. That's a major part of meditation, is the inhale, the exhale. Inhale, the good prana. Exhale, any parts of negativity or anything bad that you feel within, you exhale it through your breath. That's the closest thing to you. So that's the quickest way to quiet your mind, is to tune into your breath. Yeah, I love silence too. I used to have to be in a loud atmosphere. I used to do my homework with the music playing, and now it's like being able to actually hear myself think. I've come to appreciate that a lot more, So, like I said, I was just amazed with how much time we take away. Just imagine if everybody in the world would just stay still for 15 minutes. Nobody said anything for 15 minutes straight. What could be heard? I mean, what secrets could we possibly hear? It's just a thought. That's a question that'll never go answered. It'll probably forever go unanswered or never be proven for that matter. So it's one of those to just think about, though, man. We're always constantly moving, always constantly busy, always constantly putting ourselves in some situation. I always hear people say, what can be done? I have nothing to do. You have to learn to be content with yourself. When you're alone, when you spend that alone time with yourself, that meditation, that's considered your repair shop, where you go and you repair some things, you work on some things, where you download some good instruction, download some good instruction for your journey. You don't have to always be busy moving around people just because you have extra time. Meditation is good. Get to know yourself. Get to know your inner that inner light. You know what I'm saying? Get closer to that voice, that intuition, and grow from that, man. It's very important. People also with that though too, you find that there are a lot of people who claim that they never have time. I speak about these people who are always trying to find places to fill time, and you find these people who never have time, and what it is that they're prioritizing in the wrong way, to where they can't find time for the things that their heart truly desires. So they're not able to find that time because they're prioritizing in the wrong way. Like they're putting things on a pedestal, putting things up the ladder that keep them in certain groups or certain standards to certain people who are peeping those standards. And really, in actuality, it's not doing anything as far as serving you or doing anything for your heart's true desire. So therefore, you don't have time to do anything for you to move forward and excel because you're too busy looking for that outside approval. You're too busy going hard for someone else's approval. You know, everyone is trying to be good enough for something or good enough for someone. You know, you only need to be good enough for yourself. Your approval, your validation is the only approval that really matters. Do it for the audience that is going to be there with you regardless. That audience that cares to hear you in rehearsal, that cares to hear you live, cares to hear you recorded. That audience. And that true audience is going to be you. So do it to your satisfaction and you can never go wrong because you're going to always attract that like being, that like person that's like you. So always go for that. You know, always shoot for that. Man, just make sure that you're taking some time to yourself, man. Make sure you're taking some time to yourself. You know, your key players should always be taken care of. You should always listen to your key player as your key player for a reason. And if you're not at that level yet to where you can trust your own decision making, and get with someone that's going to help pull that leader out of you, because that leader does exist. So that's it for Monday, man. Stay happy, healthy, and humble, man. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Whole food nutrition is the way. Peace.